And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Old World. This is the third part, I believe, of the third stream. And we're working towards trying to get cohorts, martial code, and 3 universities. Let's get through our workers here and see if we can encourage them to speed things up. Mine courthouse. I'm going to have to get a library out here at some point. Can that be a library? Yes. Could also be an amphitheater, which would help with getting the culture up faster. Okay. I actually need one of you to go over there. If you can. We'll come back to you. Might actually force march you. Oh, of course, the monastery is the rule breaker. Build anywhere, so we can actually run you over and do the monastery there. And then put the cathedral there to get bonuses off of their houses. Worker, yes. And this is the academy. Cool. Let's see what we can there. Not really able to see more over there. Oh, I suppose I can move through you. Okay. Okay, so volcanic mountain in the way there. City production. To try to complete our science goals, we're going to try to build up the archives here for extra science. Here we want culture. Oh, well, that's only one culture a turn. That's not a lot of culture. Might go for the science option then. Archives. Actually, no, we'll do the moat. This is one of our front cities. Cities near the front. You can do a moat. Okay. So cohorts is a fairly expensive tech. We finished one of our wonders. Al-Khazin. In the shade of the valley, close to his palace, a mortuary tomb has been carved with a vivid red sandstone. Each room is carved with the mythological features, where the elaborate facade captures the attention of every visitor. Even the urns are carved from gentle stone, already leading to rumors that fabulous treasures reside within. Such a burial site will ensure that your name is recorded in the annals of history. People will flock to this palace to marvel the skills and riches of your dynasty. The builder strongly wonder, gain +6 legitimacy. Zealot or schemer? Let's go schemer. Okay. Spread the religion. Purge Christianity. Let's get a palace for all those effects. Let's start a caravan mission. Okay, and you have a legendary culture, so we can now start trying to get through to the university. So we'll start with the library. Yeah, that's probably the best library spot. That's also going to be the best university spot, so we'll just put the university there, and that'll work. Yeah. Roma! We got lots of choices in Roma. I suppose going up the Philosopher line is not a terrible choice. Let's max out our archives first. You're on the front line, so grab a moat. Oh, and I've got a bunch of luxuries I can now distribute. Silk, porcelain, exotic furs, ebony, and perfume. Of course, none of our factions, I think, want that. You want wine. You want incense. Wine as well, and dyes. We're working on potentially getting the dyes. Yeah, so these are just going to get distributed to cities. And yeah, we're just throwing them for culture, which we would be doing here. Okay, let's fill this one up, try to accelerate the rate we're getting up to legendary. Actually, these are saving us like a day, or saving us a turn. So we're down to 17 turns to get up to legendary. I still have one more to distribute. When I can pull a couple of these ones. Turn the literature here and the library. Send the perfume here, because you got a lot of discontent to burn off. Oh, we can send lavender and perfume here. You're down to 16 turns. Gonna make you real happy real fast. And yeah, got a couple surplus orders, but I think that'd be fine. Let's try to make you specifically like us more. Spend some orders on that. built another wonder, now known as the Good. The Fountainhead, presumably for building a bunch of wonders. Cool. Every vessel, from the smallest fishercraft to the largest trading ship, seeks shelter against the harsh winds along the coast. Should have shelters against the wind, yes. Prepping for next storm. That's a trade mission with Assyria free. Air of peace. In recent seasons, a sense of calm has settled over the land. Free from the devastation of war, we shall share with the neighbors a sentiment of hope. How will we lead Rome forward during these times of peace? Air of peace begins. Syria is cautious. Yeah, we'll do the trade mission. Intercultural celebration. +1 happiness level in a place. Spend some money, make the Egyptians happier. Yeah. I'm willing to spend money for that. And then here's the winner. Here's the Kothon done. Harbors cling to the coast across the world, but none compare to the Kothon. Sailing in on a royal barge, architects point out how there is space for hundreds of ships to be docked at once, split between the rectangular area for merchant ships and the circular gated section that is reserved for military use. With this harbor, your claim on the seas of the world has been made. Rome will forever be known as a naval power to be feared and respected. Can I start on the thing I want to build here? No, I'm gonna wait until 6 turns are done and that's built. Which is a bit of a wait. Is what it is. Okay, we're gonna build farms then. Food income is... well, our food income was a little low. I suppose should apply the past tense to that because it's now up to 97. I noticed it was low, and apparently I've gone and fixed it. Oh, sure. Probably going to build it at some point, so I might as well build it there. I wonder what their... oh, okay, so we're going to spend their religion. That burns up the disciple, but we're basically done with that disciple, so that's fine. Oh, we actually used double the orders. For once. Let's grab the next archive level. There. Here. I will pay for the stone to build them up. Oops. Got the cord on the headset. And yeah, so we're like 12, 13 turns out on the first university. We're gonna be even farther on the other ones. 4 owned cohorts, and we don't know how long it's gonna take to get to martial code. I think we're missing one of the prerequisites for it still. We're now going to start getting triremes as well. Roma. If we got food, that's a probably good way to build up our science, yeah. Scribe into Elder Scribe. And the archive there. Okay. Minor hurricane. Winds and water crash against Kodoba and its harbor. The costs are high, but most people in the vessels find shelter from the tempest. They will recover because we averted the great disaster by having a place for them to hide. Let's come before you, representative of the duelist religion, asking that you control 8 towns or complete 6 opulence projects. We're gonna go for 8 towns. Of which we already have 5, so... the hardest thing is, I need to go around and check to see how many, you know, that we already have in process. Because they take quite a while. Okay, if 3 is done, we can't pick up 4 until we hit Legendary. We could go to the Treasury for more money. Or buff science with poets, scribes. Yeah, let's do that line. Pompeii. Let's do Master Poet into Elder Poet. And then Florentinia. Let's grab the archive over there. Okay, so towns. That's a town, that's a town. That's a village. Will be a town in 8 years. We'll have 6 in 8. I think that's all the towns we had down there. So that's a village, which will be a town in 10. So we'll have 7 in 10. And another one that's in the process of leveling up. We'll know how close we are. Zoom out a little bit because we've got the hurricane that'll make a bunch of noise if we're too zoomed in over there. Yeah, I think we're going to need to build another town. I think we're 1 town short. Oh, no, we got a hamlet there. So the problem we're going to run into is that means I think we're 31 turns out. Yes, 31 turns out at the moment. So that one will complete in 31 turns, I think, which is quite a bit of time. On the other hand, that means we don't have to do anything to succeed. It's just going to succeed, assuming our character doesn't die within the next 21 turns. Which that's probably the ask. The ask there is the character going to live long enough for us to complete it? Because you get a 10 turn grace period if the character dies. So we know we're going to have 7 in 10. We don't know if we're going to have the 8th is where we're at. Discovered cohorts. Luxurious trade. We can get salt or gems in Pompeii. Let's grab salt. We'll keep the variety high. Oh, I don't like the placements it's giving this to me. Let's put it over there. Yeah, we can do the pace by paying money. We can add a slum to Spalus. Sure. And then we're going to pick up stirrups, which is, I think, the last prerequisite we need for martial code. Yeah. So in 3 turns, we'll be rolling for martial code. I think our character has the ability to do rerolls. I think that's been showing if there's an option. As a scholar, yeah. Can redraw text. I think you only get 1 redraw. In our case, I think one is going to be enough most of the time. Okay. Okay, so we've got the dies. Let's get the horse resource. Might as well build the fisher there for the extra growth. Inquiry 3 done. You don't have legendary, so you can't go up to the next one. Grab the moat for the extra garrison defense. A little bit extra happiness as well. And then you want dies. So manage luxury, receive your dies. So now we're getting pretty strong buffs to this family. Units are 10% stronger. Upkeep's 20% lower on all their cities. And orator leaders coming from them are giving us +1 order. I forget. Can we buy tiles? No. At least not for that city at the moment. Okay. In this palace, go archive here. And then I've got 15 orders sitting around. Can I get any useful quests from you guys? send you on a trade mission. Okay, nothing useful with the Chancellor. Infiltrate, Slender. Not too worried about those at the moment. Okay. Okay, so that is really not. Okay. End turn here. So there's a chance what we pull what we want, or we can use the redraw to try to pull, or to try to basically shuffle the cards back and pull a different one out. Like father, like son, pride comes before the fall. Becomes warlike, okay. And a time of peace is being warlike is maybe a little bit not useful for you. Picked up Christian dissent in Flortinia. Christian discontent is spilled into the streets, okay. Redraw text from your deck, can only do once a year. Free Chariot, Civic Boost, Coinage, Free Maceman. It's in the draw pile, so presumably I'd pull those. I think we've got everything we need for Martial Code to pop up. Deck is targeted. Martial Code, the one we're looking for, is in the discard pile. Okay. So yeah, let's hit the redraw. Can only do that once a year. None of these are really what we want. However, it's now what we want. Well, it's in the discard pile, so it'll be drawable in the future. We discard 3 of these if we don't use them. Don't want the Maceman, don't want the Chariot. So the choice up between the Coinage and the Civics Boost. I'm going to take the Civics Boost. Be done in a year, then we can basically shuffle the deck and draw again. Oh yeah, we can start on the first university next turn. 5 turns out we can start on the the second university, and then we're just working on the third. 8 years out. Okay. So at this point, I think we're at the point where we just need to get it built here, and get the prerequisites built, and build it in case the universities. We got the Civics Boost. Blood is ended. Under her spell, your child, Genesis the Pious, has found the woman he wanted to make his wife. The would-be bride is an estranged member of Fabius. Prince Tiberius the Intelligent warns that Mercia is known to be a practitioner of magic. Sure. Local brigands! Track and kill these outlaws, and we need axemen on military duty. Could lead to future events. Okay. Robust, cunning, more vigilant. Robust. So yeah, 7 turns out, we'll get the first one done. It's 18 years here before we can even start on this one. Do it fair. You're recommending I build a barracks there. I don't think that's what I want to put there. I do want to probably put something there. Barracks range or ministry. We'll do a ministry. And there's martial code. So, 3 years out, we will complete cohorts in martial code. So we were not going to fail that at this point. We've got it far enough along that we can succeed. University is still a little bit of question. 8 towns is still a little bit of question. Florentinia does have Christian religion in it, which is why we've got Christian descent. Okay, suppress that. Get us a just disciple to get rid of the Christianity. Mode is done. Do a Master Philosopher and an Elder one? Oh, and I'm running a metal iron shortage. I didn't notice that. Lots of our cities are eating metal quicker than they're producing them. Okay. Trade mission! Make them happy, get wood for orders, wood for science, wood for civics, wood for training. We'll do wood for training. Local brigands. Axeman unit deserves recognition. Cool. Suspicious monkey. Adorable court monkey appears to be harboring a grudge against the foreign leader of Hascum. Visiting the palace for diplomatic visits, the queen swears that she's caught the monkey shooting murderous glances at her. Become monkey assassin. No, I don't think we need monkey assassin. Normal cease. Righteous. You need habitable land. Yeah, I'm gonna still buy that lumber mill. I presumably need to get some more mines going, but we can just handle the burn rate. In fact, I'll pre-buy like 50, so we're not worried about it running out. I don't necessarily know how running out works on stuff that you here you have plenty of capacity to buy. So we'll just won't intentionally run out, because then I don't need to find out. So we can upgrade the scribe. We can get an Elder Scribe. I could work with Philosophers after that. Maybe. Next location, you. Oops. Yeah, let's grab that woodcutter, because I was going to claim a whole big hunk of land. Oh, and you're legendary, so if I pay for the stone, we can get you working on the last archive. Okay. Sharing knowledge. They get doctrine, we get hydraulics. I'm on board with that. Okay. Boat's gonna continue exploring. I want one of those to be done so I can put the granary there so I can build more farms around it. the archive there. Okay. And yeah. Next turn, martial code to complete, so cohorts and martial code to complete. I'll get 8 of 10 ambitions. 5 turns out for that academy. 2 turns, we can start the one over here. 3 turns, we can start the one over here. So I think we're on good pacing for... Oh no, we gotta wait 5 turns here. Fair enough. And then the towns is however long the towns are going to take. Towns are 25 turns out, so that's going to be the gamble. Is can we get the town one? If we get the town one, then we're literally on pace to win in 25 turns. Of course, that requires the current monarch living for 15 more turns. Here we go. Now, tech-wise, the oldest tech we don't have, tech tree-wise, is machinery. Oh, apparently we just got gifted hydraulics, skipping over machinery. So that's still an argument to pick up machinery, I suppose. Photography, which is harbors and steel research. Jurisprudence, guilds, and such. Okay, we're making pretty good progress on stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab machinery here. Yep. Start trade mission. Off you go. Oh, trying to spread Judaism to the Judaism, holy city. That's like trying to spread Christianity to Jerusalem. You'd expect it to, already be that religion. Fair enough. Okay, bit of a long way around. Yeah, that's a bit of a long way around. We'll start moving over there. Mine, quarry, and lumber mill class buildings. Okay, we're thinking of putting basically 4 mines next to you. That's 100% for the adjacent, so yeah, that's definitely did windmill. Come on. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, University, 4 turns. Start on the next one there in... Start on the next one next turn. You're the one we're going to be winning on. And then we're waiting on towns as well. Otherwise, not too bad. End the year, let some time pass. But yeah, very much come down to, does the monarch live long enough? The monarch lives long enough, then we win the game. Although I suppose we could always get another ambition that fires, that might be quicker to do. Or the monarch dies and the next person has an ambition that's quicker to do. Machinery and bad blood, okay. Duke Scipio has been witnessed meeting privately with agents of Assyria. Yeah, we'll just piss off Assyria a little bit. The bulla is the childhood amulet worn by Roman boys, given to them 9 days after birth. It provides protection against the harm and is worn until manhood is reached. The bulla is taken off and the boy wears a toga of a man for the first time. Romulus comes to you in a panic after losing his amulet, a fine work of gold and leather. The boy is hysterics, believing himself to be cursed and is in danger every turn. Never fear, I will pay for a new one. Inspiring monkey helps the troops. In all things, there is no such thing as magic, or at least no one such thing as magic. The people of Rome use small superstitions every day as they go about their lives. But the same people who use the services are the first to turn against the person they don't understand. Gaius the Pious has been leading the charge against practitioners like Maricia of Sumenu, claiming that the idea of magic wields far too much power among the masses. We'd become intolerant. Piss off all the foreigners, or we can just piss him off. We'll just piss him off. Windlass, which is crosswind. That's probably either crosswind or longwind we probably want to do. So Budkin is the other choice. For vaulting, we can go for cathedrals. If I needed more orders, we'd probably go for the cathedrals, because the 6 legitimacy per cathedral would add up pretty quickly to generating more orders. But no, we're going to go back in arrows so we get better archers. I probably have the equipment to actually upgrade the archers, unlike the infantry. For some reason, I don't have a lot of metal. University, okay. Made up all our stone, although not surprisingly, we just didn't have much in stock. We're making quite a bit a turn. Although that's probably due to the fact that a lot of our buildings are made out of stone. Ah, can't move there because there's a unit there already. Okay, you go there. And fix the garrison. Before it disappears, please. Go and fix that spot before it disappears, please. Oh, you have a salt mine. Assume the salt mine. Maybe salt's not a luxury that I can ship, but should be. Oh, and we have a new trireme. Presumably we'll descend the other direction. At this point, we've mostly explored the map. Just in time for us to hopefully win. Yeah, that one. 23 turns out, and we'll have 8 towns. Death of the Spy Master. Dead, so we just choose a new one. Okay. That's prompting us to get another one. That looks like pretty good. Idle candidate 2, so that's not a problem. There we go. So, you'll be legendary in 2. So that means I can't build the thing until 2 turns has passed. How long is it going to take to build the farm? 2. Okay, so build that farm, then you can build it as soon as the farm's done. That works out. Oh, windmills need to be on a hill. Fair enough. Roma. From Master into Elder Philosopher. Get you working on the towers. Yeah, so I think we're at the point where we'll complete the 3 universities. Even if the monarch were to die, it would just be really close. The 8 towns is going to be the hard ask, I think. I'm looking at the time, I should probably put the part break in. So we'll see if we win in the next part at this point. That might be plausible. Because yeah, as you can see, we're down to needing 1 more town. We'll quickly clear these events. Yeah, there we go. We're done needing 1 more town. This place will become a town in 21 turns, because we're going to go to village in 1, and then it's 20 turns to become a town. So, if our monarch lives for 11 years, we've won the game. So it's a possibility that we can win tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break to sip some tea and stretch the legs, and then we're going to get back to playing and potentially winning this game. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.